You look sharp
Hey,
tonight.
you look beautiful, radiant.
Thank you so much. I had to bring out my best. It's a big night
You
for
have to bring
Elton,
out
for
your
the
best.
foundation.
Yes, that's
Why is it
exactly
important
right.
for you to be here?
Well, for the great work that he's been doing for 30 years, you know? I mean, that's first and foremost. But I was invited to this party. I mean, I've been invited over the years, but I was invited to this party on one of the biggest nights of my life. And my partners and I, we won an Academy Award for a short film that we did. And that evening, coming here, and the time that he took with us, and the conversations that we had are still some of the sweetest memories I have surrounding like this particular, moment. And I, I'm just so happy to be here again and to watch it with all these incredible people.
This is what it's all about.
I think
It's not
so.
the glitz and the glam. It's about
Yeah.
using our platforms, giving back, and being a
Always.
community together tonight like this.
Always.
It's also a night that we get to talk to people like you about shows that we can't stop talking about.
Okay.
Listen,
Okay.
I feel like every season, the White Lotus just keeps getting better and better. And this one, I mean, everyone cannot stop talking about the show.
Right.
How would you tease what we are in store for? We have a new episode tonight.
Tonight,
Woo! Okay.
stop watching the Academy Awards and watch The White Lotus.
You're like inching to like leave because I'm gonna like keep trying to ask you things.
Yeah, no, I've been answering these questions since the Emmy nomination for Fallout. You're on the carpet, we're still filming, and it's a thing. We're all consumed with it. I mean, it's a cultural juggernaut. The one thing that I can say that I've said repeatedly is that I think that this season will resonate deeper. It will be more visceral than any season that he's had, thus far. I mean, he said it. He said if season 1 and season 2 were a dress rehearsal for this season. So it's not going to go where you think it's going to go, and what it has to say at the end of it is really profound. And all of these actors are so good, and in front of and behind the camera. But this guy Rick Hatchett that I get to play, it's a buckle up.
I love that you said that it's going to go where no one thinks it's going to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I take Patrick Schwarzenegger as an example too. I mean,
Yeah.
what in the world?
Yeah, it's extraordinary, right? Yeah, and that storyline is going to twist and turn in places that you can't imagine that it's going to go. Yeah, everybody. I mean, Amy Lou Wood and Patrick and Leslie Bibb and Michelle Monaghan and Carrie Coons. I mean, it's an unbelievable cast, and everyone showed up every day and poured their hearts into it.
Do you keep an eye out on social media and what people are talking about, whether it be the accent or whether it be Patrick's nudity, or like do you keep track of like those viral things?
I mean, a little bit. Things that are sent to me. I mean, it's certainly the sex scene that we had. In the end of episode 2 was like, I think that was a thing. Patrick's thing. I mean, but there will be that conversation every week, I think. Because it is a cultural juggernaut.
Yeah.
But what I am most proud of is it's not gratuitous, and the season is about religion. It's about life and death, and it's going to pack a punch. I promise.